For how many of you today is the first class? Can you please confirm? Okay, so today is not the first session. Actually, two sessions already completed. Okay, two sessions already completed. Don't worry at all. Okay, happily you can we will share the videos related to those two sessions. Of course, very briefly I will just review all the things. You are not required to worry at all, the new members. Yes, here just the people who missed, this is the session 1. Okay, session 1 video, this is the session 1 video, right? Okay, 1 minute, let me, what are these things? Ayo, 1 minute. Django, another file. I opened, it seems another file. Yeah. Yes. This is the thing I have to take care. Yeah. So this is the thing I have to take care. Yeah. Here, this is the first session. This is the first session video. The people who missed, can you please refer this video? This is the first session video already there in the YouTube. Yes. Oh, yeah. Here just this is the first session video. Full stack web development Django demo session, which was happened on 18/6/2021. Sir, where is the second video? Second video. Just let me cross check in our channel. Is it uploaded, right? Uploaded in our channel, right? Okay. Yeah. This is where is that? Django. Yes, sir. This is the session. Session 2. Already uploaded. Yes, sir. This is the session 2. Just go through these two sessions. Okay, the people who missed last sessions, don't worry at all. Go through these two sessions. Okay, this is the third session what we had. Yeah, Vinay. These are the two sessions. Next, I will share these running notes also for you people. Don't worry. Next, so if any person required to communicate with our admin, yes, sir, this is the admin information. Happily, you can contact. Yeah, Django, these notes are not uploaded in our drive. I will share. Yeah, good. Sir, let me briefly review these things, right? Okay. So first, what I cover, what is Django? The basic introduction I provided for you people, right? What is the Django? Okay, like the basic introduction to Django we covered. Okay, introduction to Django. Django we discussed, right? Can you please tell in a single word what is the Django? Yes, friends. What is the Django? Can you please confirm? Respond. The basic introduction we covered. What is the Django? Django is Python based web development, web framework to develop web applications. To develop web applications, it is the Python based web framework to develop web applications, right? Sir, it is the freeware. It is the open source. It is a freeware and the open source. Sir, it is written in which program, which language? Yes, sir, this Django developed purely is written in Python. Remember this one, sir. Next, this Django is maintained by which people, sir? Django Software Foundation. These people are responsible. Django Software Foundation. These people are responsible for manage this Django software versions, updations, deprecations. Everything is going to take care by Django Software Foundation people. Next, do you know? So worldwide, top websites user this Django. Okay, like YouTube already used. Next, Google, Google Dropbox, like top websites only use this Django. That's why happily you people can believe Django. Definitely it's going to provide food for you people, right? Okay, well, next, sir, when this Django was created, 2003, yet Lawrence, have you remember, right? At Lawrence, at Lawrence News, Lawrence Journal World. It is the newspaper company, sir. Journal World in this. So in 2003, as internal project, Django was created or invented, was developed. But in the 2005, after testing with heavy traffics, they decided that, sir, it is helpful for any type of web application. Why don't you make it available to the public? In the 2005, available to the public. Okay, available to the public. Remember, it is the open source, the open source software. Do you know, it is available to the public. Remember carefully, right? Next, who created this one, sir? Sir, anyone, can you please tell who created this Django? Sir, Adrian. Okay, Adrian. Do you know Hollowati? Adrian Hollowati and Sir Simon Willison. Willison. Okay, these are two members developed. But anyway, as it is the open source, sir, multiple contributors are there next level. But at the beginning, who started this project? Sir, Adrian Hollowati and Simon Willison. Next, why this name Django? Can you please confirm? Why the name Django? Why the term came Django? Sir, just in the memory of sir, guitarist. Okay, maybe. So memory of guitarist. It is the guitarist name, sir, famous guitarist name, Django. Okay, Django Reinhardt. Okay, Django Reinhardt. Okay, this name, because of this person, because of in the memory of this person name, this is D Django came into the picture. Next, what is the official website for Django? Anyone, can you please tell? Sir, djangoproject.com. djangoproject.com. We require to use multiple times this djangoproject.com, this website, right? So this is the beauty of this website is okay, complete documentation by default available, tutorials, everything is available in this website. Okay, djangoproject.com. Next, I cover top 5 features of Django. Have you remembered, right? What are various top 5 features of Django? We covered, right? What is the first one? Sir, very fast. What is the meaning of very fast? What is the meaning? Of very fast? This one, sir, because most of the work will be done by Django itself. Being a programmer, we are not required to do much. Just only 5% work only we require to do. Sir, everything 95% of the work can be done by Django itself. Remember this one, sir. Sir, the second one, fully loaded. Loaded means for everything plugins are available. Everything, it has n number of extras. Sir, I required so and so. Oh, for this already support, inbuilt support is there. You are not required to worry. Okay, so yeah, so n number of extras, n number of plugins. Plugins means just use directly. We are not responsible to develop. Such type of extras are possible. Okay, with Django. Remember, right? Okay. Next, even I covered security, sir. Security, do you know? So security related things, Django is giving very much importance, right? Sir, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery. Next, and after that, do you know SQL injection attack? Like so common security problems already answered by Django itself. Security wise also, we are not required to worry much. Next, scalability. Okay, scalability. What is the meaning of scalability? I hope you know. What is the meaning of scalability? Tomorrow, if number of requests are increasing, there is no effect in our performance. Happily, our application should be in a position, okay, to provide support. That is what scalability means. Even number of requests increases, performance is not going to be down. Remember, right? Okay, like a bulk number of requests also, Django based application is in a position to handle. Next, sir, fifth one, sir, versatile. Fifth one is the versatile. What is the meaning of versatile? Is in multiple areas you can use Django. It is not specialized to a particular person. It is something like all-rounder. You can use Django to develop one university website. You can use Django to develop a scientific application which is required by NASA. So we can use Django, okay, to develop a social media network, a social media website. Okay, I can use Django to develop a blog. Okay, like so for multiple domains, for multiple varieties, happily we can use Django. It is something like all-rounder. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable, right? Okay, that's all. These are the 5 important points you people should be aware. The top 5 features of Django. If you open website Django django.com, okay, djangoproject.com. If you consider the, yes, here just sir starts like learn more about the Django. Like you people can see ridiculously fast. Next and after that, fully loaded, secure, fully loaded, secured, okay, scalable, incredibly versatile, okay, like all the things by default there. Of course, these are not my statement, directly from the Django itself. Remember carefully, right? So next, so what is the beauty of Django? What is the beauty of Django? Clear documentation will be there. Okay, because it is invented yet. It is invented yet. Okay, just where newspaper. Have you observed? It is invented yet a newspaper company. That's why clear documentation is there, because newspaper journal means everything should be documented properly. Here, documentation is a clear documentation is available for the Django. Next, sir, programmers life will become very simple, sir. Programmers life will become very simple with the Django. Best example for you. Anyone having idea about servlets and JSP or Spring MVC or otherwise Struts framework or ASP, PHP? Anyone aware? Ayo, multiple things I'm using, friends. Servlets, servlets and JSP, or otherwise ASP, or otherwise PHP. Okay, like so do you know all these things are to develop web applications. Remember this one, sir. Of course, Java based, .NET based, PHP, like sir, to develop web applications, right? So if any person aware these things, yes, you can enjoy like anything Django sessions. Django sessions, you can enjoy like anything. The reason for that is, hurry, in Django, this much easy. Is this much easy? Are in the PHP, these many lines of the code I wrote. Are in PHP, the support is not there. But in Django, this type of support is there. Everywhere you people are going to get that easiness for you people. Because the reason is 95% of the work can be done by Django itself. Only 5% you are responsible to do that. Clear? Are you feeling comfortable? So this is the thing whatever I covered in the first session. Okay, just the next second one, installation part I covered, right? Installation part. Okay, the people who are new, just aware, first we require to install Python, and then on top of that Django we require to install. So I'm not aware servlets and JSP PHP, so I can Django easily, or Django is the difficult? Narendra, if you have the kid, better to bring that kid also. That kid can easily understand. Okay, that kid can easily understand this. Don't worry at all. The most, but unfortunately, yet at this age we are learning these basics. I'm always feeling a bit shy to discuss these kind of easy things. Okay, nothing very easy. Okay, believe me. Yes. Next, so first we require to install Python, and then we have to install Django, pip install under Django. Even if you want, you can take version also 3.2.4, something like a version also you can specify. Happily, that particular version only is going to be installed. Next, sir, you have to install Atom. Okay, and then some configurations you can take inside Atom. I told already, just you can go through the previous video, you people can get. Okay, nothing will be there. I hope everyone did up to this, right? Can I expect everyone did up to this? Okay, installation part. Yeah, good. Now the next cinema what I have to talk is, of course we covered already this part. So two words I introduced, right? Django project versus Django application. Sir, why I'm covering with very speed? All these things we covered already in the last two sessions. So that's why few minutes, just like super fast. Okay, don't worry. Django project and Django application. Okay, project contain multiple applications are there. Okay, Django project contain multiple applications plus a configuration information. Okay, multiple applications plus configuration information. This total thing itself is nothing but project. So first we have to create project, and then we have to create application. Okay, remember this one, sir. Without existing project, there is no question of existing application. Every application inside the Django, sir, is a part of some project. Okay, like next, these applications are whatever there inside project are completely isolated, so that these applications can be reused. These applications can be reused somewhere else, no problem at all. Sir, I can't understand atom installation platform path. Can you? Yeah, platform path kind of thing, nothing is there where Anjaneyulu. Just a download atom.io from atom.io. Yes, atom software. Next, that's all. Okay. Yeah, just go through the previous video. Still, if you are not going to get, definitely I will help you. Okay, next here just take a bit very special care about this. So do we need to download Django? No, abai, we are not required to download Django, because that is in Python we require just install pip install Django. Automatically in our system, Django by default will be downloaded, will be installed with this a single command. Remember, it's going to download, it's going to install. We are not required to do anything separate installation or separate download is not required. Okay, only Atom you require to download and then install. Yeah, configuration means, have you remember? Yes, I told I will share today. Okay, this document, don't worry. I told, right? Have you observed? Yes, somewhere configuration part. How to add the terminal, how you can add the terminal. Next, how to change the terminal from PowerShell to normal command prompt. Next, and after that, how you can Python auto completion and then Django auto completion. These are things you people should aware. Okay, even terminal part, whether you are doing or not, no problem at all. Okay, I will share this document, just to go through that. Okay, now, sir, here Django project versus Django application, which is the superior? Project is the superior or application is the superior? I respond. Project is the superior or application is the superior? Yes, project is the superior. A project can contain multiple applications. Okay, like sir, now here just observe that a banking application I want to develop, sir. Okay, I want to develop a bank project. A bank project I want to develop, or otherwise, okay, Durga Soft project I'm trying to develop. Okay, in this Durga Soft project, there are multiple applications are required. Okay, multiple applications are required. Something like a student app. Okay, which is the responsible to provide services for the student. Next, trainer app. Okay, trainer app. Okay, like next, and after that, sir, materials are related, materials app, something like I'm trying to take this one. Next, and after that, even sometimes I may do polling. I may require to do some polls from the students. Okay, poll app. Okay, poll app, polling app. Okay, something like polling app I want to develop. Okay, next, here all these things are various applications inside Durga Soft project. Of course, some configuration information also will be there. Okay, like some configuration information will be there, sir. So multiple applications plus configuration information, which is nothing but project. Any doubt? Are you feeling comfortable, right? Okay, well, sir, next, one small thing, sir, all these applications are isolated. There is no dependency. Everything is independent. So because of that, what will happen is, tomorrow I want to develop another project for some other institute. Okay, XYZ institute project I want to take. Okay, like I want to take XYZ project. I want to develop this one. Then automatically, sir, you reuse this student app. This student app you can reuse. This trainer app. Okay. Next, they may ask some customizer. For that, I can develop another application. So the applications are isolated, the applications are reusable. That's why, so multiple applications, if we divide functionality into multiple applications, the biggest advantage here is that's what you people should aware. Are getting the point, right? Yes, friends. Reusable application will become reusable, functionality is clearly separated, enhancements will become very easy. Yeah, Ishak, how these applications are going to be communicated, that part slowly, once we entered into the programming, then you people can see, don't worry at all. Clear, right? So the new members also, are you feeling any difficulty to understand? Yes, in our Django, there are two words are there, Django project and the Django application. Like these two words you people should aware. Next, here, how to create the Django project. Sir, first I have to create a project or first I have to create application? Can you please tell? Sir, to use app in other project, then we have to copy to project. No. Vardhan, I will show. Yes. Can you please tell? So first I have to create project or I have to create application. So first we require to take project. Okay. Now how to create a Django project? How you can create Django project? Remember very carefully these words because multiple times we require to use it. That's why I'm repeating multiple times, right? So simple word what you have to take is whenever we install Django in our system, there is one command line utility. Okay, command line utility is available for us to create projects. What is that? Is Django admin. Remember this one. What is this one, sir? Can you please tell? Django admin. Admin is the command. From the command prompt, you can use this one. Next, start the project. What is the project name? Okay, first project, something like I'm trying to take. Okay, Django admin, start project, and then first project, like we have to take. Now the project is ready. Okay, like a project is ready for you people, right? Sir, have you remembered what is the application folder structure for the project? I forgot. Anyone, can you please tell? Anyone, can you please tell? Sir, first project, this is my first project. Sir, in that, okay, some special file will be created. What is that file? Manage.py. Manage.py. Sir, these words are very important, sir. Manage.py. Special file will be created. Next, sir, with the same first project, there is some internally one directory will be there. One folder will be created, right? Okay. Inside this one, can you please guide which things by default are there, which files are going to be there? Underscore init.py. Okay, it is the empty file. We are not required to worry much. Second one, sir, do you know settings.py? Settings.py. Okay, project level settings we have to take care. Next, urls.py. urls.py we have to take care. Next, after urls.py, yes, there are two more things, just I covered, sir. wsgi.py, web server gateway interface. Web server gateway interface, like sir, this is one thing. Next, asynchronous server gateway interface, asgi.py. These files by default will be created. Remember, right? But anyway, if you are going to move your web application into the live production server, then only, sir, there is a use of these two files. As of now, at the beginning days, happily you can sorry, this is asynchronous. Happily you can ignore these two things. Next, settings.py, urls.py, only these two things are compulsory required to use. Init.py also just a dummy. What is the meaning of init.py? What is the purpose of init.py? Just to indicate that this is the Python directory. Okay, this is the Python package. To indicate that it is the Python package, this file will be generated by Django itself. Actually, it is required in the older versions, but in the newer version also, Django follows the same convention. New members, don't worry about that. Whenever we are creating a project with this command, automatically these files by default will be created. Okay, like sir, what is these two things, right? I told very clearly in the last session, these are two things are helpful if you are going to move your web application into the live environment, into the production. Next, urls.py, settings.py, these two things compulsory required for us. Next, init.py, okay, just to indicate that it is the Python package. Beyond that, nothing. Sir, manage.py, really it's going to be very helpful. Of course, what is the use, I will spell out every time, don't worry. So to manage entire project, manage.py is the responsible. Tomorrow if you want to, sir, tomorrow if you want to start a project, if you want to create application, or if you want to run the server, like multiple times we are going to use this manage.py. Okay, remember these names, you have to aware. Sir, can you please observe any three file names? Can you please tell the most commonly used files, whatever we discussed up to this? Just the three file names I want. The most commonly used three file names I want. Okay, the first one, sir, the first one, manage.py. Remember this one. So without using this one, you can't do anything. You can't do anything. Manage.py must be compulsory required. Second one, sir, settings.py, mandatory things. Next, the third one, urls.py. Yeah, that's all. Remaining terminology, ignore as of now. You are not required to worry about those. So only these are three things are better to inject in your mind. Only names. That's all. What is the purpose? I will explain all these things in detail. Clear? Are you feeling comfortable? Manage.py, settings.py, and then urls.py. These are three names you have to take care. Okay, like now. So up to this we discussed clearly in the last session, right? So that's all. These are the two, the up to this whatever I covered, up to these are things only whatever I discussed in the last session, right? Okay, well, now the point here is yeah. Sir, my question is Django is the server-side web development technology. So our PC becomes server. So which server is used in the Django technology? Yes, Django inbuilt development server is there. Narendra, Django itself is going to contain, is going to provide inbuilt server, inbuilt database. Everything is available inside Django. If you feel that, yes, that database I don't want, that web server I don't want, happily you can customize. You can configure your own web servers also inside Django. But by default, Django development server is already there. Yes, some people may feel confusion. What is the meaning of server? You are using some name. Okay, like don't worry, we will discuss. Sir, it is a very clear for you people. How to create Django project? Can you please confirm? How you can create Django project? I forgot. Anyone, can you please tell the comment? Respond. How you can create Django project? Yes. Okay. Here just observe carefully. I want to remove everything. Now, sir, I'm not having any project. My Django projects, nothing is there, sir. Okay, sir, which command I want to use? Now, let me go to this location. Okay, 1 minute. Ignore. Let me go to Django projects. I created one folder, sir, for my Django projects. From this location, of course, in the Atom, currently I'm in this location. Sir, I'm not having any here. Just observe this. I'm not having anything, right? Okay. Now here what I want to take, let me create a project. Okay, here just observe that dir. Do you have anything inside this? Do you have anything inside this? Nothing. Zero number of files are there. So just empty directory. Let me show this one. Django projects. Okay, that's all. Empty is there, sir. I want to create my first project. Okay, I want to create my first project. What I have to take from the terminal, Django admin start project, first project. Okay, like I'm taking, sir, first project is the name of my project. Enter. Now the project got created. Remember this. Sir, where is the proof for that? Now observe this. Inside Django project, sir, first project got created. First project got created. Okay, like, sir, now inside this first project, there are multiple things are there. Okay, here tree, sir, here F. Have you observed, right? Inside first project, manage.py is there, and a subfolder named with the first project only, ASGI, settings, URLs, WSGI init sir file is there. Already we discussed in detail. Yes, friends. Yeah, please. Already we discussed in detail, right? Okay, well, now one project is ready. Okay, here see this one. Here also you can see that. You can see these things, right? Okay. Yeah, we can see these things. Sir, here first project is there. In that first project, here manage.py at last is there. Okay, don't worry much about this. So now here just settings.py. Okay, let me show settings.py just for your basic idea purpose, right? Inside settings.py, what things are there? Project related settings we have to define. Something like database configurations. Array, which database you are going to use? Okay, SQLite or otherwise MySQL or Oracle or otherwise MongoDB, like database configurations you require to use. Okay, like next, sir, which applications are there related to this project? Which applications are there related to this project? Okay, like next, some more extra information, whatever configuration information required for our project, sir, where this configuration information will be there inside settings.py. Remember a bit carefully, right? So this is the settings.py. Okay, are you seeing anywhere this name? Yes, friends, can you please confirm it is a Python file? It is a Python file. Okay, like, yeah, can you please observe that it is a Python file installed apps? Okay, like, so means that as the part of this project, already some applications provided by Django itself for your sake. Here observe. So what is the first application provided, right? Admin. Okay, to perform administration activities. Sir, authorization. Okay, authentication, something like security related. Content types, session management, messages, static files, like these applications already provided by Django itself for every project. Okay, like don't fear, sir, I'm going to create only one project. That is the only available project. No, that is the only available application. Don't feel like that. In every project, Django provided default applications will be there. Okay, so tomorrow, if you are going to create your own application, sir, something like a test app, okay, you require to add here. Have you observed? You have to add here. Sir, where, in which file this thing is there? Yeah, in which file this one is there? Inside? Yo, respond. Inside which file it will be there? Inside settings.py. Remember this one. Sir, middleware. What are various middlewares are there? Of course, what is the middleware? Don't worry much about the terminology, right? Okay, like yeah. Now here, why it is yeah, don't worry. What is this? Why? Yeah, here just observe that root templates, just aware the words, that's all. Templates. Here, what is this one? What is this one? Can you please tell what is this one? Databases, databases, like databases. Next, are the password validators, like, sir, do you know whatever configuration information is required for your project by default is available inside settings.py. If you want to do any kind of configurations, where we have to take these configurations is inside settings.py only. Is it clear for you people, right? Yeah, don't worry, just the basic idea sake. Okay, now my question is yeah, here observe carefully, like sir, next one more file, one more file. This is the settings.py. Next, one more file, urls.py. What is this file? Can you please confirm what is this file? urls.py. urls.py is responsible to define URLs required for your application. Array, if you want to access functionality, by using which URL you are sending, So such type of URLs where we have to place, where we require to place is inside urls.py. If I create one application, how I can access, then you will get much clarity. Don't worry, right? Okay, well, next, what I have to take is, in my project, already some applications are there or not? Can you please confirm? In my project, already some applications are available or not? Yes, yes, already some applications already there. Okay. Now, to run our web application or to run these applications, sir, some person is responsible to provide environment. Remember this a bit very carefully, right? Some person is responsible to provide environment, right? Okay, like, sir, who is the responsible to provide environment for this? That person is by default considered, yeah, web server. Can you please read? Web server. What is this person, sir? Web server. What is the role of web server? What is the purpose of web server? Web server provides environment to run our web applications. Remember this role of web server. Okay, just aware. Web server is responsible to run is responsible to provide environment to run our web applications. Remember this one, who is the responsible to provide, so environment to run our web applications, right? Web server is the responsible, right? Okay, like, so now end user, assume that sending the request, assume end user sending the request. 1 minute. This is my project. This is the project. Okay. Now here in this project, this is the application. In this application, assume that some view is there. Okay, like, sir, this person is the end user, because these words, this terminology is the very important for you people, right? Okay, assume that. Sir, now here, whenever you are sending the request, like, first, who is going to receive the request, right? Okay, first, who is going to receive the request? Web server is the responsible to receive the request. Remember carefully, right? So who is going to receive the request? Web server is the responsible to receive the request. Okay, web server receive the request. Immediately it will open urls.py. Array, this person is coming with what URL? What is a URL pattern? Okay, like, sir, where that URL is available, right? So he is requesting something like, assume that he is sending the request HTTP localhost or otherwise 127.0.0.1, okay, slash 8000 something like 8000 slash, sir, greetings, like this person call. Okay, greetings, like, with this request, this person send the request. Now immediately it will check what is the URL, greetings URL. This is just to identify, okay, where in our mission, what is the port number, something like, it's going to identify. It will do that. So now where this one is available, sir? Inside urls.py. Okay, immediately it will open urls.py. Web server will open urls.py. What is the corresponding view? Now this view is going to be executed. Now that view response provided to the end user, who is the responsible to take care? That is web server itself. Are you getting? Your application is there. Who is the responsible to execute your application? So your application generated response, how it is going to send it to the end user? All these things is going to take care by some person. That person is by default considered as web server. Is it clear for you people? Web server provides environment to run web applications, right? Web server, okay. Web server is responsible to receive the request, and forward that request to the corresponding web component. That request, okay, to the corresponding web component. which is called the corresponding web component, sir. View is called corresponding web component. Okay, web server is the responsible to receive the request and forward that request to the corresponding web component. Web component itself is nothing but view in our Django. We can use the word. Okay, so based on URL pattern, okay, like now, and provide required response to the end user. Here, see this one. Are you feeling comfortable? Just observe the words. Array, a request is coming. That request is going to reach to the first. Who is going to receive the request, right? Web server is the responsible to receive the request. Immediately it will open. Oi, where this sir, which view is the responsible to execute? Okay, which view is the responsible to provide required response? It will open urls.py and identify the corresponding view. Under that view component is going to execute and provide response. That response is going to hand over to the end user. So server internally is going to maintain some databases. Yes, Django itself is the responsible. The communication with the databases is going to take care by web server itself based on the code. Yeah, clear, right? Are you feeling comfortable about this? Just a basic idea. Don't worry. We are going to repeat these things multiple times. Just a top level basic idea. So here, aware boss end user is sending the request with some URL. Now server is going to get in the request. Server will identify URL pattern and then check in the urls.py. And what is this one? Identify the corresponding person who is the responsible to provide response. Execute this component. Okay, and provide the required response to the end user. So from this, here see this one, end user URL. From that URL pattern, we are going to identify. Open urls.py file. Okay, identify view, execute view, and provide response. Priyanka. So don't worry, what is the view? Okay, what is the URL? What is the view? What is the URL? What is the response? Just the word. Keep these words in your mind. Okay, that's all. Slowly, all the things you people are going to get in detail. Yeah. Okay. Samir. Samir is getting one doubt. Here, see this one. Yeah. Just aware. Samir is asking this out. Sir, if multiple projects are there, then how the project will select? How the project will select for urls.py? The problem here is we didn't see at least one example. That's why you are getting this type of doubts. Okay, not only this, multiple people are having multiple doubts in your mind. Okay, slowly, once we started end to end one application, if I show, all the cinema will be clear. My intention is don't try to understand these words, try to aware the terminology. That's all. Getting the point? Why you are worrying about urls.py internally? What is there? How many URLs are going to be there and so on? Don't worry. There is a name is there. Just a simple urls.py. Oh, there is a file is there. Sir, I'm using one word, view word. That's all. Sir, what is the view? How you can write the view? Okay, like don't worry at all. Next, I use something like 127.0.0.1 something like colon 8000 greeting. So what is all these nonsense? I don't know. Don't worry, we will talk about this. Okay, by simply saying, sir, we are feeling a bit difficult. I'm seeing I'm seeing some statements. So sir, what these things like surprising questions I'm seeing in the chat window. Don't worry, just aware the words terminology, all the things are going to be resolved. Okay, yeah, now clear. Sir, then again the people are asking, sir, how many web servers are there? Oh, Okay, Django maintain Python libraries too. Yes, yes, because internally it's the Python only, right? Internally itself is the Python only. Why you have to worry about that? Okay, sir, from this, just I'm expecting from you people only one word. Only one word. So to execute our project, to execute our project, compulsory one person is there who is the responsible to provide environment. Who is that person? Yeah, yeah. Who is the person? Can you please tell? Some person is the responsible to provide environment. Who is the person? Web server provides environment, okay, to execute our project. Next, our project can contain multiple applications are there, but there are some default applications provided by Django itself. Okay, well, now my question is here, see observe carefully, right? Sir, now is your project is ready or not? Can you please confirm? Sir, my first project, is it ready or not? Please confirm. Is this one is the first project is the ready or not? Of course, of course. Is this project contain any applications? Uh, is this project contain any applications? Good. I want to listen from you people. Is it contain any application? We didn't define our own applications, but some default applications already there at the part of this project. Of course, internally, Django, inside Django, these things are there. We are not seeing here. Of course, Django library itself is the responsible to provide those projects. Don't worry, sir. Sir, can you please show those projects? Where the projects are available? Sir, this is just observe that configured. Okay, these are the projects. Okay, like Django library itself contain these applications like. Okay, next. Observe that. Is it possible to customize these applications or not? Yes, customization is there. Customization is possible. Okay. Now here, what I have to take is project is ready. Okay, some default applications are there. I want to send the request. I want to send the request for this project. Okay, assume that I want to send the request for this project. To send the request for this project, environment should be there to execute our applications or not? Yeah, respond. Environment should be there to execute our applications or not? Yes, compulsory. Who is the responsible to provide that environment? Web server is the responsible. What we have to take is, boss, can you please start the web server related to this project? Okay, can you please start web server related to this project? What is my project name? What is my project name? First project. Correct, right? First project. First project is my project name. Can you please start the web server to provide the services of this project? Okay. How to run the Django development server. The Django development server. Web server, sir. Who is the, so how you can run, because server is already there. Can you please start the server? Django itself is the responsible. Django itself is responsible responsible to provide server, web server, to provide web server. We are not required to do anything extra. Suppose in real time, if you are not happy with this default web server, okay, you can configure your own customized server, IAS or Apache, something like whatever your own customized servers also happily you can do that. But we are at very beginning, just let me run with the development default server, right? How you can do that, sir? Okay, sir, here I told in our project there are some important files are there. Can you please spell out the three important files I covered? What the first one? What the first one? Manage.py. Second one, settings.py. Third one, urls.py. Okay, these are three things I covered. Manage.py, settings.py, urls.py. So if you want to start server to provide services for this project, what you have to do is you have to start the server, right? For that, this script is responsible. Remember, which script is going to start the server is manage.py. Okay, this script, Python script is the responsible, okay, to run our development server. What I have to take is, sir, py. What is this one? Py. Py means Python. Sir, something like py test.py we are using, right? Hey, respond. Py test.py we are using, right? And then a comma b we are using. Have you remembered? At our childhood, multiple times I covered this type of example. Array, can you please execute test.py file? And a and b, these are things are what? Oi. These are things are what? Input arguments, command line arguments. Have you remembered? Command line arguments. Now, what I have to take is py manage.py. Manage.py means, hey, can you please, py manage.py, can you please execute this script? So why I have to execute this script is to run server. Have you observed? To run server. Now, what is this one? Python command. So this is the Python program I'm trying to execute. This is the command line argument. Hey, manage.py, can you please run my server? Can you please run the server? Okay, like now directly Django development server is going to run, is going to start. Okay, now here let me use this one. But there is one important thing is there. This script is available where? Please confirm. This script is available where? Where? Inside first project, this script is there. Inside first project, okay? Inside project folder, this script is there. Have you observed? The script is available here inside project. That's why compulsory you require to go to that location. CD first project. Okay, like now, yeah, are you seeing the script or otherwise? Tree. Yeah, yes, you are seeing in the current location, manage.py is there. Now, what is your current location, sir? This is the current location. Okay, you have to go to that location. Now, py, what is the command? I forgot. Anyone, can you please tell? Your respond. Py, what is the command? Manage.py. What is the command and argument I have to provide? Run server. Okay, like py, manage.py, run server. Okay, like, yeah. Now development server is going to start. Yes, beautiful. Okay, now observe this. Watching for file changes in some internal things, performing system checks. System check identified no issues. Sir, unapplied migrations are there. You are not required to worry. Sir, migrations. Can you please read this word once? Can you please read this word once? Migration, the most valuable word. Multiple times we are going to use the next level. Migrations. Okay, like something like creating. It's not Django command. It is not MongoDB command. Migrations means yeah. Don't ask immediately what is migration. Just aware the word. You people want to learn. You people want to learn everything in the first session itself. Just I'm asking. Can you please read this word? Why you are asking the questions? Too much, man. Expecting everything in the first session. Yeah, clear. Then even you are asking also, I want to tell. Even I know the answer, because the reason is you should be with me for the 3 months, right? If I'm going to explain everything in the first session, how you are going to come for the next sessions? Okay, now listen. So some conversion is going to be happen. What is that conversion? That thing we will take care. Yeah. Now here see this one. So here migrations are unapplied migrations are there. Okay, like it is related to database terminology. Ignore as of now. Okay, like now Django version 3.2.4. Sir, using settings. Sir, this one settings used by first project dot settings means that this server started for which project purpose? Can you please confirm for which project purpose? Okay, it is coming for which project purpose? First project. Okay, remember tomorrow if you want to run second project, then you have to stop this one and you have to start the server for second project. Remember carefully, right? Okay, project wise web server we have to start. Okay, like next starting development server, get HTTP 127.0.1 colon 8000 something like that. Okay, this word is a very important, right? Okay, listen carefully. Sir, now where web server is started? Can you please tell? In my local machine, correct, right? In my local machine, web server started in my machine. It is not started in the cloud, or it is not started in the remote machine. Local machine IP address is 127.0.0.1. Remember this one. It is the IP address of local machine. Okay, 127.0.0.1 is the IP address, right? Now it is going to represent my local machine. Remember, in my local machine, how many applications are running? Don't tell Django applications. I'm talking about in my computer, how many applications? Array Paint application is running. Next, a browser is running. Next, Edit Plus is running. Next, Paint is running. Okay, like Opera is running. Okay, Atom software is running. Like every application, every software is going to run on a particular what we call port. Remember this one. So this application is running on a particular port number, right? Sir, something like you have a big building is there for your college. Assume that you have a big building is there for your college. Okay, this is your college building. In this, so computer science sessions are happening in room number 102. Okay, sir, mechanical classes are happening in the room number 103. Sir, civil classes are happening in room number 104. Okay, like sir, in your college building, so based on room number, you can identify the class. Correct, right? Okay, one class is running, computer science classes are running here. Sir, next mechanical classes are running here, civil classes are running here, EEE classes are running here, like room number. Same way, you have your computer is there. Sir, in this port number, okay, so Paint is running. In this port, okay, so Edit Plus is running. In this port, Atom is running. The port number means sir, where for every software application, a separate port is going to be reserved, just like our room number. Remember this one. So on which port number this Django development server is running is 8000 is the default port number. Are you feeling comfortable? What is the meaning of 127.0.0.1 means it is a local machine. It is a local machine. In this local computer, on this port number, Django server is running. Okay, like sir, this is the meaning of this one. Okay, now it is telling, array, if you want to communicate with this server, this is the URL you require to use. That's what it is telling. Then immediately, yeah, it is called IP address. It is called IP address. IP address. Tomorrow, this if it is there, okay, even this one you can replace with the local host also. Even you can use a local host also. Same thing only. Local host. You can use this one as the local host also. Same. Suppose tomorrow, if your Django server is not running on my local machine, somewhere in the cloud, then that cloud related IP address we require to use. Okay, so if you want to communicate with the Django server, this is the way, sir. Okay, now what it will do is I want to send the request for this. Okay, now server is running or not? Can you please confirm server is running or not? How you started development server? How you started development server? Py manage.py run server like that. Okay, now let me open the browser. Okay, open the browser. Sir, let me send the request for that. Okay, open the browser. Let me send the request for that. Yeah, I forgot. Anyone, can you please tell? HTTP colon, what I have to take? 127.0.0.1 colon 8000. Okay, like, sir, I don't want 8000. Is it possible to change our port or not? Yes, possible. You can customize. How you can do that? That part I will take care. Enter. Now listen, a bigger doubt, sir. Now you are sending the request to, yeah. Now you are sending the request to server. Okay, server. Now you are sending the request to Django server. But the problem here is you can send the request for the applications, not to the server. Okay. Now, whenever you are sending the request, immediately, what it will do here is there is a default application is there, right? Have you remembered admin or something like the default applications are there. Those default application is going to get in the request and it's the responsible to provide response. Remember, as of now, you are not having application also, no problem at all. Okay, like yeah, enter. Okay, now you are getting, this is the response. Django, the install worked successfully. Congratulations. The install worked successfully. Congratulations. Okay, now it is telling Django documentation. If you want to click here, tutorial. If you want to click here, okay, polling app, like there is one app, default app provided, polling application, like provided in the documentation. Next, community. If you want to discuss your issues, Django community is there to provide support, connect, get help, or contribute, like a community is there, like this is. So a big congratulations. Now we are in a position to connect with our Django project. Are you feeling comfortable? Oi, here this one. Any doubt about this? So what is the port number? Like, yeah. Whatever doubts are there, can you please ask me now? So it is the correct time to talk. Okay, don't ask internal things. I too don't know. Sir, how to write urls.py, how to create application, please let me know. I too don't know. Don't ask. Up to this, whatever I covered, can you please ask general doubts? Sir, host will be same always. Yeah, because here I'm always running in my local machine. That's why local host. Yes, this is the port number. It's always fixed. Port number is the fixed, IP address is the fixed. As long as this application is running in my machine, I mean the server is running in my local machine, yes, these two things are always fixed. When these things will be changed, anyone can you please tell? When these things will be changed, anyone can you please tell? Yeah. When these are things, if the server is running on cloud somewhere, AWS or somewhere else, then this sir, this IP address may be changed. Port numbers are, even you can change port number, okay, in our local machine, no problem. How you can change that part, I will take care. Port number can be changed, sir. 8000 already I'm using 8000 for some other application sake. Can you please use some other port number? Can you please use some other port number? Is it possible or not? Yes, why not? Happily you can do that. Okay, like sir, now I want to close the server. Okay, 1 minute. I want to close the server. Okay, like what I have to take is what I have to take is, sir, in project which database will use? Oh, Priyanka, that thing maybe MySQL or MongoDB or SQLite, any database we are going to use. Yeah, I want to stop this one. Very simple, sir. Better to use Control C. Better to use Control C. Officially there is a way, but better to use Control C. Now the server stopped. Now I'm sending the request. Can you please confirm? Now is it going to work or not? Yeah. Respond. This is my bigger doubt. Can you please tell, is it going to work or not? Sir, server is not in running. If the server is not running, can I send the request or not? Yeah, if you are sending the request, now observe this, it will give left and right. Hey, you are asking about so software application which is running on this port number. No application is running on this port number. How I can provide the response, man? Okay, now the site can't be reached. The site can't be reached because on that port number nothing is working. Remember this one. Now what I want to do is, yes, at this point there are some people are very much interested. Sir, I want to change my port number. Can you please guide what is the way? Okay, what is the default port number? What is the default port number? The default port number where okay, Django server will run, where Django server is running is 8000. Okay, which port number you require? Which port number you require? Don't select a 1 2 3 4 1 2 and so on, like, because so the small numbers are already reserved for system resources. Better to go for big numbers. Okay, sir, my lucky number is 7. That's why 7777 I'm taking. Okay, 7777 I'm taking. Okay, or 99000 8080, like anything you can take. 7777 I'm taking, sir. Sir, now what I have to take? Oi, Can you please run manage.py? Can you please run py manage.py? Run this one. Run this one. Don't take too big number. Don't take mobile numbers. Don't take mobile numbers. Mobile numbers here like yeah, Notan. What if I use Atom already? Edit plus is here. If I use Atom, can I execute everything in Atom or compulsory use command line? So everything can be done with the Atom only. Okay. In the Atom, we have, okay, terminal is also there. Now whatever commands you are executing from here, you can. Have you observed? From here you can do that. Okay, everything from the Atom only you can do. No problem at all. Terminal is also available with the Atom. Okay. Now py manage.py. Okay, run server. I'm taking. Sir, very simple. Run server like hey manage.py. Can you please execute? So with which command line argument? Run server. Okay. Don't use the default port number. Can you please my own port number 7777? Yeah. Now have a look once. This is the way, sir. Now have a look once. Let me use this command. Py manage.py run server like. Yeah. Now have you observed, right? Django version 3.2.4 using settings for this. Starting development server yet which port number? Remember carefully. This is the way. Now can I send the request like this? Is this request is acceptable? Now my server is going to provide response or not? Array is this one is acceptable or not? Yeah. Now observe carefully. Yeah. Now success like sir, I want to use 8,000 only. I want to use 8,000 only. Is it going to work or not? Is it going to work or not? No, it's not going to work. The reason is your development server is running on 7777, but you user which port numbers are 8000. That's why it's not going to work out. Yeah. Have you observed? Site can't be reached. Any doubt? Now, sir, it is not a default. It is my own port number. I'm explicitly saying, can you please run start a Django server on this port? Clear, right? Janice, we will upload. Don't worry. Here URL, pattern, all these things are not there. Okay, default application inside my server is responding. That thing is the responsible to provide required response. Okay, who is the responsible to provide this response? Of course, default application which is there inside my Django server. It is the responsible to provide this one. If I use port number of paint application, is it going to work or not? Yeah, on which port number this paint application is running, you can see system services. From the browser, paint may not going to open. Whereas HTTP response only browser can render, browser can display. This is the HTTP response. This is the HTTP response, not paint response. Yeah. Sir, instead of this one, someone is asking this question. Is it possible to use local host or not? Is it possible to use local host or not? Can you please confirm? Is it possible to use local host or not? Yes, why not? Why not? Okay. Now I'm trying to take local host. Local host 127.0.0.1, both the things are same. Am I getting the same response, right? That's it. Okay. Now I want to stop the server. How you can stop the server? Control control respond, control C. Okay, control C, server stopped. I want to run again, but this time I don't want to use port number. Then what is the default port number? What is the default port number? Yes, the default port number is, sir, 8000, something like. Remember, if I use VS Code or if I use PyCharm, this type of clarity you won't get. So at the beginning days, better to do everything manually, and then we can use full-fledged IDEs. There everything is hidden. Yeah, we can provide port number inside a file also. I don't think it is expecting from the command line argument, right, Ajay? Yeah. Now on which port number it is started? On which port number it is started? 8000. 8000 port number. 8000 port number. Now, so can you please tell, is this request is going to work or not? Is this request is going to work or not? No way. No way. It's not going to work. That's it. Sir, if you want, let me take this one. Sorry, it's not going to work out. Sir, the site can't be reached. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. So from this discussion, you people should be aware, sir, one project I started, and server is the responsible to provide response. That's why I run server also. Instead of starting, I run server also. Now server is in running state. Okay, like sir, one doubt is always we need to change port number from command, or also we can change from file. Here it is always going to be changed. It should be changed from the command itself. Okay, but maybe in the Django configurations will be there. So there permanently there may be a chance of changing. If you use a Tomcat like Tomcat configurations, there instead of 8080, can you please use a 7777? Permanently you can set. At admin level, maybe that option is there, Susri. Getting, but most of the times we are always going to use default. We are always going to use default port number only. So not recommended to change. Not recommended to change port number. When the port numbers are going to be changed, only thing is in the same of in the case of conflicts. In the case of conflicts, port numbers are going to be changed. Port numbers will be changed. Okay, remember, in the case of conflicts, port numbers will be changed. Clear? Yeah. So just open manage.py. Maybe manage.py is the responsible to start the server, right? Let me open manage.py. Is there any configuration? Is there like yes, run administrative tasks like is it going to take from anywhere or not? Yes, here first project dot settings. It's always going to read from settings only. Okay, it's always going to read from settings only. In the first project dot settings, are you seeing anywhere 8000? Okay, are you seeing anywhere 8000? No, that's why. So this one is not available in the settings.py, manage.py. Somewhere in the admin or somewhere we require to change. Don't worry. Yeah, correct. Okay, there is one problem we had. 8080 is the port number. One HTTP server is running on my machine. Most of the times, web server is always running on this port number. Suppose I want to install Tomcat. Tomcat default port number is also 8080. Assume that 8080. Then is there any conflict or not? Yes, friends. Is it a conflict or not? Already one application is running on this port, but now I'm trying to start. So if this one is going to run, then this application is going to be stopped. If this one is going to run means this one is not going to run, because on the port only one application can run, one software application can run. Sir, simple. In a classroom, how many classes we can conduct? Only one class at a time. Is there any chance to conduct both classes simultaneously? No, same thing only. If you have such a type of conflicts, then only you require to change the port number. That's it. Okay. But anyway, not recommended to spend more time here. I hope, are you in the position to understand, right? What extra thing I covered when compared with the last session? What is the importance of server? Importance of web server we covered. Next, and after that, how to start sir, web server or development server. How you can start dev server, development server like spy manage.py run server like sir, how to change default port number, default port number. Okay, like yeah, clear, right? Yes, correct. Okay, yes, Ajay, correct. Compulsory there should be somewhere the settings will be there. Okay, we can change the default port number. Yeah. Okay. Well, sir, now what is the next thing we have to take care? Sir, am I started server or not? Yes, the server is already in starting state. Okay. Any changes in my application folder structure? Can you please scratch check? Earlier, which files are there? You know already. Earlier, which files are there? You know already. Is there any change in my application folder structure? Yeah, there is one new folder created. Have you observed, right? One new folder created, PyCache, because if the Python files are going to execute, this cache is going to be created. There are some PYC files are going to be generated, URLs, settings, init, like what is the purpose of these things here? For the next request onwards, next time, these files directly will be used. These things directly will be used, so that performance is going to be improved. Like next, have you observed there is one separate file got created? There is some separate file got created. What is this one? db.sqlite3. Whenever you are starting the server, SQLite3 database by default installed. Remember this one, not installed. Okay, SQLite3. Okay, this database default initialization happened for the database. This database got created. Have you observed? Are you seeing this one, right? Okay. Yes, we are not required. Now database is also ready. Happily you can use this one. Of course, how to use that part we will take care. This is only one db. Okay, db.sqlite3. This is one extra file got created, right? Okay, well, now, sir, I want to go for next level. Okay, how to create a project? How to create a project? A project. Next, and after that, how to run server. These two things are clear. Now my next question is how to create your first application. Remember that. How you can create your first application? This one we require to talk. Yeah, what's the time? Is it can I continue, right? Yeah. How to run? Just I will tell the steps. Don't worry. I will tell the steps. The first thing is what you have to take is, if you want to create your first application, okay, there is a manage.py file is there. Py manage.py. Observe this. Every time I'm using manage.py. Sir, earlier for which purpose we use manage.py? Please confirm. Earlier for which purpose we use manage.py? To run server. Now to start the project. No, Samir. To create project we use a Django admin. But here I'm trying to use, so just py manage.py we use it to run server. To run server we use it. To run server we use it. Second time, now I'm trying to use start the application. Remember this one, start the app. Okay, what is your name of the application? Is a test app. Remember this one. This is the name of the application. App name we have to take. So manage.py is the responsible to create the application. Manage.py is the responsible to run our server. Okay, like now, sir, here what I want to take is, okay, test app, like can you please create this one? Now application will be ready. Okay, like now here say this one, where I have to execute this command, where I require to execute this command. Sir, can you please tell what I have to take care? Py manage.py, py manage.py. Yes, sir. Start app, test app. I'm trying to take test app, like. Yes, observe this. Is there any application came into the picture or not? Yes. Here see this one. Here this is your first project. Under the first project, okay, sir, PyCache, all these things are there in it. Have you observed test app, like one folder created? One folder got created, sir. Test app, like one folder got created. Okay. In the migrations, one separate folder is there. One separate folder is there. Migrations, like init file is there. It is acts as a package. Next, init.py, admin.py, apps.py, models.py, test.py, views.py. Again, there are some files got created. Remember. So, can you please spell out which files created, sir? What is your application folder structure? Okay, tree. Sir, here see this. Now, inside the test app, this is the extra part got created. Remember carefully. This is the extra part what we created. What is the first one? Admin.py. Second one, apps.py. Sir, models.py. Okay, tests.py, views.py, like these extra files got created. Remember this, sir. Earlier names are different. These names are different. Earlier names are different and these names are different. Okay, like please take a bit special care. Settings is not available here. Settings is available at project level, not at application level. When I settings is available at project level, not at application level. Next, manage.py is available at the project level, not at application level. Okay, everything is related to application. Init.py, why it is there? Please consider this one as a package, Python package, Python package. Next, sir, why this one is there? It is considered as a package. Okay, migrations like now. views.py is not available in the project level. Why? Srikanta, functionality is defined inside application, not inside project. Remember carefully. Functionality, where we have to define inside application, not inside project. Remember, so where you have to define the functionality inside views.py. That's why views.py is the part of application, not the part of project. Srikant, getting the point? So for every application, whatever commonly required files are generated here. So now here, is there any restriction on number of apps to be created in the project? No, Anand. Any number of apps we can create. No issue at all. Now, here these are things you people should aware. But among all, which things we require to use, right? Okay. The most commonly used thing is first friends. What we require to take user.py. It is a mandatory. First thing we have to use user.py. Next level, sometimes I may use admin.py. Sometimes I may use models.py. Okay, models.py. Okay, sometimes I may use apps.py. Apps.py. Py. Like what is the functionality? Slowly you people are going to get. First thing, init.py. What is the purpose of this one? Any explanation is required about this one? Any explanation is required about this one? Okay, it's a blank file. It is a blank file. Okay, so Python treated this folder as a package to consider folder as a Python package, Python package. Okay, as a Python package. This file got created. It is the dummy. Don't worry, dummy thing, right? Next, admin.py. Admin.py. Sir, there is a admin interface is there. Okay, admin interface is there, sir. You may not aware what is the meaning of admin interface for the project. For our project, admin interface also there. Sir, tomorrow I want to create one database. I want to insert record into the database. Admin interface must be required. So here to register our models, I want to add which databases are required to display in the admin interface. Where we have to take, sir, it is admin. Okay, to customize admin page. Okay, that's all. As of now, just aware up to that. But what is the as of now, just aware what is the admin page, how you can access admin interface, how this one is going to be linked. Next level we are going to talk. Okay, we can register our models in this file. Django will use these models with the Django admin interface. Okay, sir, here in this file, whatever models you configured, those models are going to be displayed in the admin interface. But what is the meaning of admin interface? You don't know. Just aware, sir, there is admin interface and admin.py file. Okay, like yeah. So it is related to admin interface. In the admin interface, which things I have to display is going to be considered based on this one. Okay, like next third one, sir, apps.py. Okay, what is this one? Can you please tell? Apps.py. Okay, here this one is application level configuration information. Application specific configuration information. Someone asked, settings.py is there at project level. Why it is not there at application level? Application level, if you want to define any configurations, where you have to take is apps.py. Remember this one, okay? In this file, we have to specify applications specific configuration. Of course, we are going to use multiple times. There you will get much clarity. Just as of now, just aware the terminology. Beyond that, nothing, sir. Sir, models.py. Yeah, the name itself indicates, right? Models.py. Okay. Application specific models we have to define here. Application specific models we have to define here. Then immediately, sir, what is the model? We don't know. Ignore. Okay, there is some concept is there named with models. Those models we have to define inside models.py. Okay, like next here test.py. test.py. Okay, so test cases. Test cases. We have to specify test functions to test. Okay, to define test cases. To define test cases to test our app functionality. For testing sake, this file is going to be helpful. Next, sir, the first file I'm always going to use one file. First file I'm always going to use this file only. What is this one? Views.py. Views.py. Sir, the most valuable, sir. Sir, among all the files, can you please tell the most important thing? Okay, like the most important views.py. Okay, like so here we have to define view functions. We have to define view functions so to provide required response to the end user. Required response to the end user. Remember this one. Views.py. Believe me, this is the very, very important, right? Okay. Next, sir, here observe admin, apps, models, tests, views in it. Next, migrations folder is there. This folder can be used for database related stuff. This directory stores database specific information related to models. Of course, I will show this one. Okay, this folder holds database related information. Yeah. then immediately you people are going to get big cutouts. These many terminology, these many names, is it required to remember? Like, no, not required. Not required. We are not going to use all the things. Just I'm showing, boss, these many things are there. But slowly, but every component has its own purpose. Someday in our life, we require to use these each and every component, right? But anyway, so views.py, just only with views.py. I don't want to touch the remaining things. I will show the first application. Maybe in the models concept, I may require to use admin.py and models.py. So there, what is model? What things I have to define? Okay, if I configure inside admin.py, what will happen? All the things we are going to discuss in detail. Don't worry. Feeling comfortable? Yendo. Array, these many names are there. Okay, like so. Don't worry, sir. Don't worry. All the things we are going to discuss in detail. If I open these files, nothing will be there. Nothing will be there. So just don't worry. Just remember only 2 or 3 things. Okay. If you want to start project, okay, which command we require to use? Oh, respond. Django admin start project. Okay, first project. Wow, thank God we remember this one. We remember this. Okay, next in this we require to use only 2 files, especially at the beginning. What is the first one? Settings.py, manage.py. That's all. I don't want to. We are not required to worry about remaining things. Settings.py, manage.py, only 2 names you have to aware. Sir, why settings.py? Okay, to add the project level configuration information. Okay, in this file only we have to do. Sir, database information. Okay, applications, whatever there, everything we have to specify. Project level configuration. Project level configuration. Next now, manage.py. Okay, this is it will help of to run server, to run server, to create application, etc. Now we are in the position to talk some points about manage.py because we used already, right? Because we used already, right? Now we are in the position to talk. Yes, these are two activities, right? Okay. Now here the second thing. Now the second thing, what I have to take is this is how to start the project. How to start the project. Clear? Are you feeling comfortable about this one? Yeah. Second thing, sir. Second thing, how to run server. Please guide, sir. I forgot. Anyone, can you please tell how to run the server? Yeah. How to run the server? Can you please guide? Py manage.py run server. Okay, default port only. Don't worry about the customizer port. Third one, sir. How to create application. How to create application. Yeah. Anyone, can you please tell? Py manage.py start app. Okay, test app. That's all. Here only one file you have to aware. What is this file is? Okay, views.py. Ayyo. Just remove unnecessary things. Okay, and just remember only these things. One more file definitely I'm going to use urls.py. That's all, friends. If you aware these names, then you people can feel more comfortable. Okay, forget about remaining on demand. I will introduce. Clear? Okay, believe me, the most easiest thing only, because I'm introducing in the next 2 to 3 months, whatever we require to talk, all the terminology I'm introducing at the beginning only, because you are familiar with the terminology. That's why you people may feel, sir, what we call difficult, but nothing is there. Just believe me. Yeah. Nagalakshmi, not at all recommended. It is not going to do that. You have to stop the server and then create application. So which files you require to use? Only 4 files I have to use. The first file, settings.py. Second file, ayo, settings.py. Second file, what is that? What is the second file? Ayo, please guide. I forgot. urls.py. Third file, views.py. That's all. Only 3 things. Okay. Manage.py, of course, just we are going to use, we won't edit anything. But these files, we require to write. We require to write the code. So, Django is the easy or difficult? Django is the easy or difficult? Very easy. Don't tell difficult or don't tell easy. Very easy. Very easy. Remember this one. Very easy. Okay. So, just it is definitely very easy. Just only thing is with patience level, without asking further doubts, you have to listen. Because the most of the people are, what we can use the word, correct word, I'm not getting. In a single class only, I want to get everything. Such a type of kakurti. In Telugu, we can use the word. Oh. Not curiosity. It is not curiosity. I want to learn each and everything in the single class only. Too much expectation. Okay, slowly terminology will be getting one by one. All the things will be resolved. Believe me, sir. Many things you are not required to remember. Array, only 5 words I'm telling. Please remember these 5 words. Still, these 5 words also I'm unable to remember. Then where is the question of doing BTech MCA or otherwise doing 10th completed 10th class intermediate? Meaningless, right? Yeah. Clear?